Hello, in this video I want to show you how you can change the level of your roof. You can decide to elevate some part of your roof so that you add some effect. Like you are seeing here, I decided to raise the entrance porch a little bit above the other part of the roof, and that is exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. And I like to let you know that the video is going to be a little bit longer, so you grab a cup of tea and sit tight. Okay, without wasting your time, let's go into the Revit right away. All right, this is the file I want to use. And I am going to elevate this part of the roof. I want to raise this place higher than all other parts of the roof. So the first step I will take is to create roof by footprint. So I'm going to go to the floor plan, then I will select roof from the architecture tab, then I will go to roof. I'm going to select roof by footprint. Then I'm going to create just a normal roof. The offset will be 600 mm, and I'm going to define slope so that it's going to the slope is going to fall. Then I am going to pick the walls, the external walls. Okay, so I'm going to trim it. I will make sure that the lines are closed. The line should be looped, otherwise it's not going to work. Well, this is the first stage first. We are going to discard this roof anyway, but you need to do this. It is necessary. This for a guide. I'm going to delete this extra one. Then, having done this, I'm going to finish it. Then let's see what we have in elevation. I'm going to go to front elevation and raise the roof. Okay, these are the ones that I've done before. I'm going to hide this one. I don't want to see this one now, so I've hidden them. This one is a line. I'm deleting that. Okay, this is the one I've done before. I want to hide all this one for now. I'm going to use them later, but let's hide them now. So I'm going to raise the roof. Here we go. Let me raise it higher a bit. Okay, this is about let me make it 400 mm. Press enter. All right, so I'm going to go to the roof plan. So that I'm going to sketch a line. I'm going to create a line because I need to design the roof first. Let me remove the lines that are there. Okay, no lines. Okay. So I'm going to hide this grid line. I use VH to hide all of them. That is hide category. Then the roof, I'm going to change the material to be plain. The graphic display, let it be plain so that it's not going to disturb my work. So the pattern, I'm going to change it to none. I want it to be plain, none, no pattern, so that I'll be able to sketch on the roof without any disturbance. Okay, so the roof, when I'm done, I'm going to change it back. I'm going to hide all this one for now. Okay, so this is our roof. This is the regular plan. But if you look at this one now, you see that they are on the same level. But we want to raise this part. Only this part. That's the part we want to raise. So we are going to go to the roof plan. And here we are in the roof plan. So I'm going to pick a line. And I use shortcut DL for line. And this is the line I want to use. This furniture, I created that line. So I'm going to pick line. I'm going to pick all these. All the ridge and the gutter. That's the ones I'm going to pick. All of them, I'm going to pick all of them because I'm going to use them. They are very important to me. Okay, so I am done picking those ridge and gutters. So I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to filter. I'm going to pick only the lines. Then I'm going to move it out. I'll move it by 30 meters because that's where I want to work on it. So this is the roof ridges, and in other words, this is the roof plan. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to model every part of the fall differently. So instead of using a footprint like this, I am going to be model each part differently, and that is why I created this line. All right, so this is our roof plan, and you can see the roof plan is a little bit complex, and I decided to use this complex one so that by the time you meet the one that is more difficult than this, you should be able to do it. So where you are going to start from should be the area you want to raise up. So this is the area I want to raise up. So I am going to extend this a little bit. Let's know the distance by which I have extended it. I will make it 600 mm. Then this one is going to follow as well. The two sides will be extended by the same parameter. So I'm going to make it 600. All right. So if we have done that, let's close this place properly. Okay, so that means this gutter is going to come here now. So I'm going to copy that and put it here. Then I'm going to delete this. Then it follows that this gutter is also going to come to this edge if you do it well. Okay, so it also follows that this ridge and this gutter are going to meet somewhere here. Then I am going to delete this because this gutter has come here now. So this ridge is going to move. It's going to, let me copy it so that we'll still, okay, let me trim that side. All right, let's extend that and see. We are redesigning the roof again. Okay, so it also follows that this ridge is going to come here. Do you agree with me? So I am going to move it. Now if you have a complex roof, that is what you will do. So if this one comes here, then we have to close this. We have to close this. If we close that, it means this ridge is going to move to here. Okay, so if that ridge move to that place, then this is gone. Then this gutter has now moved to this point. Okay, so this is what we have now. Okay, so if this gutter is here, it means this is going to move to this point. All right, so if that is the case, then this is gone. Then let's try and close this. Okay, so if we close that, it means if this is what we have, then I'm going to trim this. I'm going to trim this. So here we go. I think you can see that our roof is working now. This is the gutter and this is ridge. The roof works perfectly. Okay, so if you are not sure that the roof is working, from the line first, you could see that the roof work. Then you are good to go. So let's now create our roof. We are going to create this roof now, and I'm going to select, I'm going to create similar. The floor plan I will use is ceiling. I'll hit yes. Then I'm going to pick line. The first line I will be picking will be this, and I will be defining slope, but the rest I'm not going to define slope so that it will fall to only one side. So I'm going to model each of them differently. So I'll hit, then I'm going to select this one and create similar. I use the same level. Then I'm going to define this. I'm going to uncheck that. Then I finish that. I'll create similar. The shortcut is CS. Then I hit yes. I'll define slope for this. Then the remaining ones, I'm going to uncheck define slope. I'm only modeling each of them separately. Then I'll finish that. I'm going to create similar CS. I'll select ceiling. Then I'm going to define slope for this. Then I am going to undefine slope for the rest. Okay, so I'm going to finish that. I'll create similar. Oh, okay, I'll still select it, create similar. Then I'll still select my floor. I hit yes. Then I'm going to pick line. I'm going to define slope. Then the remaining ones will not be defined. Then I'm going to trim and close them. Alright, then I'm going to create similar. Select the same level. Then I'm going to pick line. The first one here will be defined. Then these are not going to be sloping. So I'll hit save. I'll create similar again. Select my level and I'll pick line. I'll define slope. Then I am going to, oh, okay, this one shouldn't be defined. I'll go to option bar and undefine that. Then I'm going to create similar, select my level. Then I'm going to pick line. The remaining one will not be defined. Alright, here we go. I'm going to create similar. Then I pick my level. Okay. Then this lower one should be defined because that is where it's falling to. Then let me trim this. I'll hit save. Then I'm going to create similar. So select my level. Yes. Then I'm going to pick line. This one should be defined. Then the remaining one will not be defined so that it will fall to one side. I'm going to hit OK. Okay, so let's see the roof we have in 3D. Okay, you can see there is a little gap. There is a little gap between here and here. Okay, so we are going to fix that. So we are going to do away with this. We are done with this. So I'm going to go to the floor plan, the roof plan. I'm going to select all the roof and I'm going to move them back. You remember we moved it by 30 meters, so I'm going to move it back by 30 meters so that it will come to the exact point. Okay, so I'm going to go to approach view, and if I go to approach view, I am going to select all the roof. I'm going to filter. The other things I want to select is roof. So I am going to change the angle to be 40 meters so that it will be a little bit beautiful. Let's see what we have in 3D. Okay, so you can see there is a gap here, and we are going, by the time we raise that one up, you can see the reason that gap is there is because we have not raised this one up yet. So I'm going to go to elevation, the front elevation. Then let me select it on the 3D first. These are the ones I want to raise up, so I'm going to select all of them. Okay, make sure you select only those ones you want to raise up. So while still selected, I'm going to go to front elevation. Then I'm going to move them I'm going to move exact this point to this point. So I'm going to move this point to exactly. All right, so let's see what we have in 3D. You can see it has covered up completely. It has covered up completely. So you now have your roof. You can see it is working perfectly. Everything is working. Okay, so what we need to do now is to create our concrete fascia, and the concrete fascia will be different. This one will be different from these. In other words, we are going to have two concrete fascia. Okay, so I'm not going to waste time on concrete fascia. There is a tutorial on concrete fascia. So if you don't know how to create concrete fascia, then I suggest that you go and watch that video. So I will not spend time on concrete fascia, how to create concrete fascia. I believe you should know how to create concrete fascia on this, and you should know how to create concrete fascia on this. So I'm going to unhide the concrete fascia I have before. This is it. So I'm going to unhide them and fix it. Okay, so this is the one I have before. Let me fix this one first. Let me edit sweep and the outline. I'm going to go to floor plan. Okay, so I'm going to remove this. I will trim, then I will align this with this. I will align this with this. Then I'm going to, all right. Okay, so you can leave it like this so that it will close the wall. Then you finish it. I'm still using the same profile. So I'm going to go to approach view and move it down. Oh, do I supposed to move it down or move it up? I'm going to select all the roof and move them up. Okay, something is hidden. Okay, let me unhide that. I not have. Okay, this one is still hidden. Let me unhide that. All right, so I'm expected to move this all the roof up. So I'll select all the roof and I'm going to move them up to blend with the concrete fascia. So I'm going to move it up. I'm going to grab it from the base here and move it up. All right, here we go. Okay, so this, let's look at it in 3D first. Okay, something is still hidden here. Okay, let me unhide this. Okay, so this one is the part for this, the elevated part. So I'm going to move that up as well. I will go to elevation and move it up. I'm going to uncheck constraint, then disjoint so that it can move freely, otherwise it will not move. Let's look at it in 3D. All right, here we go. Smooth. Okay, there's something we need to close, and this is it. We need to close this small gap. So I'm going to select this and edit. I'll go to floor plan, the roof plan, I mean. So I'm going to grab this and push it to this end. Then I'll finish that. I also need to clean this end. All right, since it's all under, We don't have any problem with that. Okay, so it has closed completely. How aesthetic it is. Very, very aesthetic. Okay, so that is how you create your step up roof, or you change the level in your roof. Then I'm going to select all the roof now in the entire project. Then I'm going to edit. I want to bring the graphic display back. Okay, the pattern which I changed to none before, I'm going to change them back to what we used to have. Okay, let me select model. All right, this is the one we used before, shake 150. So I'm going to hit OK and apply. Okay, so if we go to roof plan now, our roof now have contours. Okay, so that is our roof. Very, very aesthetic. I hope you love it. Okay, thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next video. Bye.